Just a fan, what it do? It's your boy Jay Jizzle, aka Javion. You already know we back another banger. Now today we got another interview. Today gonna be a special one. I got my big cousin Dominique. He's a wonderful player. He played for Cahokia from '05 to '09. He stands out a lot. I really look up to him as a brother, even though he's my cousin. Before I start this interview, I want to thank everybody that's been supporting your boy, watching all my videos, liking, subscribing. I'm at 197. Let's gotta get to 300 by the end of the month. It's a big goal, big reach, but we can do it. Other than that, man, let's go ahead and bring my big cousin Dominique to the stage, man. Damo, how you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
I'm always good. I'm always good, man. How quarantine been treating you?
Man, like another day, man. I'm more so isolated myself anyway, so it ain't really nothing to do. I just work and go to the gym, go home, you know what I'm saying? Wake up and repeat, so.
As long as you wake up, that's all that matters. Let's see. You already know how we going ahead and start it off, man. I'm gonna ask you a good amount of questions. Try to answer the best way you can, and then I got a good couple special bonus questions for you. Is that cool?
For sure.
All right, let's go ahead and start off with your high school, man. Let's show everybody the legendary Dominique and Cahokia. With your first year coming into high school, how was it?
It was an experience, you know what I'm saying? Because I was coming from Worth, which, you know, we was undefeated in middle school, you know what I mean? Like, we didn't lose too much. So to come to Cahokia, which it wasn't a bad program, but they was young. Like, we were young, you know what I mean? Like, so I had to take some lumps. Like, we had to get used to, because I played varsity. I played all 4 levels my freshman year. I played freshman JV, you know, since sophomore and varsity. And I believe, like, my attitude I had to change my attitude because I was a winner. I was so used to winning. And, like, I didn't really like to play varsity. I started varsity my freshman year, and I would rather play with my freshmen, my teammates, than to play up where it really mattered and really meant something because I wasn't used to the losing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But overall, though, my freshman year, it was a wake-up call. You know, when you start to realize the true grind and to see you learn it. You know what I'm saying? You learn the game, wins and losses. Like, you gonna take L's that come with the game. You gotta learn from them L's. Every L ain't a loss. It's a lesson.
They see something in you. I mean, they make you play varsity, man. You know, I know I talked to a couple people off camera about stuff like that, and they tell me the same thing, how they wanted to play with the people they grew up with. But it's like, you know, I guess they see something in you, so you gotta still make your way and try to look out for yourself. You know what I mean? They want to make you get somewhere where they think you'll be best at. Playing with, you know, you being the mic'd up player that I know you is, you always been that person that speaks, you the one that get us under control when it comes to hooping and stuff like that. Knowing you can't, you play with some very, who was a couple people? Can you name a couple people that you play with? Like in high school?
I'm gonna say I played with Emmett Harrell. He was on point guard my freshman year. He was starting point guard. Him, Monterion McKinney, Thomas Winters, you know, Fred Jones.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we had killers like London Davis. You know, let me see, Mike Holmes. Shoot, Javon Spencer, Snake, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yes, sir.
I mean, coming up, we had the battle. Like, we definitely had some dogs, and we had the battle. Like, everybody, and, like, we all grew up together. So, you know, it was different. It's like, you know, I'm really battling against my brother, you know what I'm saying, and practicing and you know what I mean, and trying out and all that stuff, you know what I mean? You gotta come with it every time because, yeah, you my bro, but I'm still trying to take your spot. Like, that's just the mentality I had, you know what I mean?
That's how everybody's mentality is. What was your mindset coming into your senior year to try to take off your last year?
Coming up into my senior year, I wanted to win state, you know. You know how that is. You want to leave tomorrow, you want to win, you feel like it's your year. And at the beginning of my senior year, we played in the Tournament of Champions where we played nationally ranked teams. We played against John Henson, you know what I'm saying, the Temple Sickles. You know, he an NBA player. Reggie Bullock, and a couple more guys. You know, we played against some real comp, and we didn't come out bad. We came out 3-1. You know what I'm saying? So we was kind of on a high horse, I would say, coming into that. But then we came back to the conference, and you know how our conference is, the South African, little small conference where, you know what I mean, we get, you know, we had to come back down to reality, you know, to what it is, you know. We're not getting all those them calls and all that, you know what I'm saying? You facing, it's the gym versus you know what I mean, for real. But we ended up, I think we was like 500, a couple games over 500 my senior year. And we took, like, that year was like one of the worst, you know what I'm saying? Because besides my freshman year, that was one of my worst years in high school. It's not as far as my individual play, but I would say team-wise, like, we had too many individuals. Everybody was on their own thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Me, I was trying to go to state. I was trying to go to state, get a scholarship, and go to college. But, you know, everybody, we had a lot of football guys who weren't really worried about basketball and all that, you know what I mean? So it was crazy.
Oh, man. See, that hurts, man. I hate, you know, when it comes to, you know, I just feel like you shouldn't do a sport if you ain't going to put your all into it. No matter if that's your main sport or not, if you're going to play a certain sport, you got to put your 100% into it, man. You can't put 50 because you're going to college for football or baseball. You're going to have to put your 100% in basketball, too, or whatever other sport you do, you got to do it. Let's talk about your little league teams you be in, man. I know you be in a lot of little league teams. You won a championship actually in a team that I played in St. Louis or whatever. How it feel like playing, you know, back on the court and stuff like that, you know, after some years?
Yeah, it feels great. I ain't gonna lie. I always try to stay in little leagues and stay active, stay at it. Like, back when I first came home and was in it, like, I actually got a couple of little scholarship opportunities to get back to playing ball and playing, you know what I'm saying, in school and stuff. If I was knowing what I knew now, if I was smart, I would have taken it. But, you know, I got kids, and, you know, the everyday life hits you, and, you know, you feel like, oh, man, I ain't got time for that. But it's always worth it. You know, if you can go back to school and you got that opportunity for a second chance, you get there and you take it and you go hard as you can. Because, you know, I sometimes regret it, but you know, you live with the choices you make and, you know, you move on. But as far as the league, like, I love, you know what I'm saying, like, keep me in shape, keep me, you know, and keep me with a competitive spirit, you know what I mean, because we actually playing for something. Not more so, not just the rings or the trophy, but just, you know what I'm saying, yourself, as, you know, you trying to be the best still, you know what I'm saying, say you the best in the city, you know what I mean, as far as, you know, everybody around. And it'd be good, we have college players and overseas players, and so it'd be some real good competition on them. Stay back, keep your game on point.
Wonderful answers I'm hearing, because so let's go ahead and get to the last question first. So for all the kids out there that's grinding hard to make it out there, probably need some more motivation to pick themselves up to continue their dreams, can you give us a piece of advice, you know, to just keep going and strive?
Well, my first thing I'm saying, don't never give up, man. You can do anything. Anything y'all want to, y'all can do it. Never quit on your dream. Whatever you love, whatever you want to reach, you can reach it. Just keep fighting at it. It don't matter you taking baby steps or big giant leaps. You know what I'm saying? As long as you moving forward, keep pushing forward. And as far as like you said, my student athletes coming up, you want to stay in them books. That's my main thing. Like, me personally, I had to go to junior college for that reason, because I was too focused on wanting to, you know, the new Jays or the freshest girl, you know what I'm saying, the newest, the flies chick, all that. Like, I was worried about all that other stuff that's gonna be there. That ain't mean nothing at the time. Like, focus on the books, because we got the talent that's God given. You know what I mean? Most of us, we have the talent, and we got to put in that work though as well. That's the main thing. We can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have that work ethic, the coaches, that's what they love. Like, me personally, I wasn't never really the best at everything. I could play defense and I got rebounds, but as far as like offensively shooting and doing all the other stuff, that came when I went to college and I had to work on it. You know what I mean? I actually worked at it though. You have to put that time in, and it's gonna pay off. And if the coach see you working, they gonna love that. You know what I mean? They gonna see it. They gonna see it, and it's gonna come back. It's gonna reflect it in your game and in everything. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I swear that's why I love you because man, I've always been a wise person. I wish I would have, found out you was my cousin during high school, my early years, and had that conversation. You know what I mean? Besides our cousin Buki, but you one of the wisest people I know. So I like talking to you about things when it comes to stuff like this. Let's get to the bonus questions, man. With these bonus questions, I want you to be honest as possible. I don't want you to try to sugarcoat. We all know we ain't here to bash nobody. Just all fun and games. I got two people that I want to bring up. Before I bring them both up, I don't think a lot of people know how you play, but you are all around demon, a walking bucket. Can you describe to me like what type of player do you think you is?
Honestly, I'm gonna say I'm a workhorse. I'm a junkyard dog. That was always my title. You hear me? Like I'm gonna do the little things. I don't really have to. I mean, like you said, I can score, I can get a bucket, but I don't really have to score to affect the game. You know what I mean? I feel like I do the little things. I'm a get all the rebounds and play the best defense. You know what I mean? Like it's more to basketball than just scoring points. You feel me? Like I really try to make, like you said, I try to make sure everybody in their spots and where they should be, stuff like that. Like just the little stuff. I really key in on that. I don't know. I would say I'm like you said. I think I'm more like a KG or something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know.
That's probably like to be honest, that's probably the best I ever heard. I mean, you would think somebody will probably say, like a big name or something, but KG, that's I could actually see it. You had that ambition, you had that motivation, the mic'd up person. It makes sense. I like that answer. The two people. All right, so my man DG, he be at work, man. He be thinking he the coldest man on earth, man. If y'all was to play 1-on-1, what you think would happen?
My boy DG, man, you already know, man. I just seen him too the other day, man. Hey, you an old man. Probably about 10, 20 years ago, you would have gave me a run, but now, man, no, that's easy. That's easy work, man.
Yeah, he tell me all he had to do was put me in the post. I mean, he'll be able to beat me in the post, but straight jumpers, real defense, I don't know, he a GOAT, man. All y'all real good at basketball. And my second
I know
player.
how that is, but hey.
Oh, of course, man.
We goes too, like, you know what I'm saying? We hoop too.
Yeah, we ain't gonna try to play him like he ain't good, but like you said, in his time, he most definitely was that thing back there, man.
He was the truth, for sure.
His last name Goodwin for a reason.
I can't cap him down, you heard
No,
me?
not at all.
Yeah, that's why I said probably about 10 years ago, yeah, we would have been at it. But now I know I'm out hustle, I'm out work him. You know what I'm saying? He old, so I'm around.
Oh man, you always been that hustler. For my second player, this gonna be a good one. I love the matchup between you and Deshaun. How you think the you two matchups be?
Man, we match up. Hey, me and bro, we battle. You know what I'm saying? We always, hey, in the little leagues, you saying we be in, like, I want to guard him. Like, I don't know. I always took that challenge, though. I was one of them niggas. Like, you gonna have to kill me, and I'm gonna make it hard. You might score, or you might, you know what I'm saying, do that, but you gonna work for every bucket, like, and he gonna tell you that, like, he know I don't be trying. Everybody else be excessively fouling and all that stuff. I just try to play good D and make him work for everything. He gonna make some of this stuff, but you just gotta make him work for it every time. I'm in his face every time, never backing down. Like, I love that matchup. I love to play him because he bring that out in me. Like, he make me have to play D. You know what I'm saying? You know how some people be like, oh, I'm just gonna make him shoot, or you know what I'm saying, something like that. Like, he literally going at you every time, so you gotta come with it, chest up, body up, and play straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love that. Like, he actually, you want to be honest, he one of the reasons why I stayed at it, like stayed competitive as much as I did. Playing in them little leagues and having to play against him and guard him. It's like, I want to show, because I feel like I'm the best in our city. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like he's supposed to be the best in the city and East Saint. So You know what I mean? Like, I'm the best too. You know what I'm saying? So it was,
I love it.
we definitely had that battle. You know, we battle every time we touch the floor. And that go from open gyms to games and anything. You know what I mean? Money tournaments, all that.
One reason why I respect you is the fact that you was honest to tell us that a person younger than you could inspire you to do something different or continue to do something you love to do. A lot of people wouldn't give a person younger than them credit that they deserve, and you didn't have no problem with doing that. So, that's respect, and that's a real person right there.
Always, bro.
Oh,
Always. Like, you don't even, we have vibe talk. You know what
oh
I'm
of
saying?
course,
You
man.
inspire me. You hear me? A lot. You don't
Oh
even know.
yeah.
I stay telling you.
I
Like,
look, I
man.
look, I look up. You was the reason why I started playing against older people. When I first started coming to the Cahokia gym, I was always like kind of nervous to play or guard somebody. You like, bro, you play D or you know what you do. Come out there and do it. Yeah, I get mad sometimes, but you know what I can do. And once I started seeing what you was talking about, and I got used to it. Man, every time we on the court, man, it's a whole different thing now. We just get buckets, man. That's all I
Yes,
just want to
sir.
see. The two horses, man, the two rebounders.
Man, hey, I love when you on my team. Hear me? I ain't gonna be the only one hustling and playing
Oh
D.
man, I hate being the only person hustling, man. I like everybody to play D. That's what's gonna turn us up. Defense first.
Yes, sir.
Um. Oh, I already kind of. My last question before we go ahead and get up out of here. I kind of already have a visual of what you're gonna say. But if it's anything that you could regret doing or something you could wish you would have did differently, what would it be?
I would have stayed in school, man. I would have stayed at the collegiate level, you know what I'm saying, balling and possibly playing overseas or anything else, I did the semi-pro thing, which that was a good thing as well, but as far as like school, that's gonna get you there. You build that rapport, you build that resume up, ain't nothing gonna be able to stop that, you know what I'm saying? Can't nothing take that from, because that was partially my problem, because, like, I was playing semi-pro, and I had a little look, a couple of looks for, overseas teams, Poland, and a couple of Spanish teams, but it's like, if it's you, me, personally, I'm a person who did a year and a half in school and got in a little trouble and, got kicked out and was grinding outside of school and all that, but it's either me or this person who graduated from the University of Oklahoma and he did all 4 years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You want to have that, but you want to have that behind you for sure. You can have the talent and all that, but that paperwork and that resume, that film, that's the main thing. Film. Young cats, man, I know y'all be on it though, more so than we did, because we ain't grow up in the era where everything be filmed and stuff. So just stay on that film though, like. Make sure y'all record it. It don't even matter, like open gym, open runs, all that. Record that. Highlights. You know what I'm saying? We won't film. They won't film. They want to see you. You know what I mean? They want to see what you can do. So that's my biggest regret. Not staying in the game as far as like college wise.
Yep, and y'all heard it from the best, man. Like I tell everybody, man, make sure y'all stay in the books always. Student athlete, you see student come before athlete. Student first, keep your head in the books. Just listen to your coach, man. Whatever sport you do, always be books first. Book first, book first, book first. But that pretty much wrap up the video, man. I love you, cousin, man. I really appreciate you having the time out to let me interview you, man. I've been wanting to get you in for a minute, but I be working a lot, trying to provide for the family. But we hustle when we can. So hopefully we can get in the gym soon, because you told me about the gym thing. So hopefully we get in there. Also everybody, don't just look at my man's right here and just think, he not a walking bucket. He's still that left-handed assassin, man. I forgot to tell you, he left-handed, by the way.
Anybody that want it, man.
Oh, yeah, man. I don't think they gonna want it, man. Don't think because he got a little facial hair, he old or nothing. No matter how old he is, he still get buckets. I promise. I got my money on him. He needs his body. Other than that wraps up the video, man. I love everybody that been out there supporting me. Make sure y'all constantly like the videos. Again, already did. Make sure you guys subscribe. It only take 3 seconds. It ain't hard. Other than that, is there anything you want to say, Big Cub?
Hey, just grind hard, man. Everybody, man, grind hard. Not even that, just sports and life. You know what I'm saying? Life is a total one big grind, for real, for real. So we just gotta grind hard as possible and stay at it. That's what I'm doing. That's what I live by. So that's all, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the best. Cahokia legend, Mr. Domo. You can call him Domo, Dominique. Everybody call him Domo. So
Domo, yeah.
there we go. Other than that, just a fam. Love y'all. Peace.